Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to rank up in Star Wars Hunters. Now before we begin, if you are new to Star Wars Hunters and you're looking to learn the basics, check out my beginner's guide video. I'll leave a card in the top right hand corner. It'll teach you everything you need to know to go out there and play your own matches. Now you want to learn that one thing that'll make you go out there and destroy the competition. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but there isn't any one way to get better at Star Wars Hunters, but there are a few core concepts that'll help you in all of your matches, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Now the first thing we need to talk about is playing as a team. As we can see in this first example of playing as a team, my teammate is in a 1v1, so I'm going to go over and help him kill the opponent, which will ultimately increase our chances of winning. I do whiff my shot, but my teammate is there to close out the kill for me. In the second example right here, you can see my team running around the map in what I like to call a death ball. We're killing off any one or two players that we're able to get our hands on. Now I do have a little bit of a wasted ultimate right here. I wasn't aware that my teammates were right behind me, but with the ultimate we were able to secure the kills and push us closer to victory. Playing smarter instead of harder can mean so many different things, so let's just try and simplify it for a second. One way to play smarter is by playing behind and around cover when it is appropriate, using your ultimate in a good way. Ways to use your ultimate properly are 1. To capture an objective, 2. To win a team fight, or 3. Simply to stay alive. In a lot of ways, staying alive can increase your chance of winning, so if ever you feel like you might lose, just try keeping yourself alive and you'll probably win more games. Another way to play smarter is by using your abilities on cooldown. A perfect example is Amara Vex. Instead of just shooting your opponents to kill them, if your rocket comes available while you're in the fight, just shoot your rocket. It deals more damage per second, and you're more likely to kill opponents that way. My last tip for playing smarter is playing around teammates, and this goes back to playing as a team. If you play with teammates, simply put, you're going to win more. Now this tip right here is going to be a very simple one. As you're locking in, if you see that you don't have a DPS or you don't have a tank or you don't have a support, just lock in as whatever you don't have in your party. Try not to overstack and have 3 DPS or 3 tanks or anything like that. If you can get a balanced team, it'll increase your chances of winning more games. Now my fourth tip for you guys is playing your role. How you play your role is very simple, yet it is so hard to master. If I had to simplify each role and how they are played, this would be it. Tanks are built to tank damage for teammates, creating space for teammates to move forward and holding space from enemies. Support is there firstly to heal teammates, then if you have a little bit of extra time you can deal damage to opponents. DPS is designed to deal damage. Ways you can give yourself an advantage as DPS is by going to an off angle like the sides of a battlefield, up on a ledge, or even behind enemies. This will force your opponents to choose who they want to attack and give you more opportunity to win the team fight. Tip number 5 is play hunters that are good on certain maps and or game modes. Examples of this are, if it's an open map, play somebody who favors long range fights like Diago or Amara Vex. If it's a close range map, play somebody who favors close range fights like Graz or Rontal. Having a good healer like Skora might be needed in squad brawl, seeing as deaths matter, but might not be needed in trophy case where deaths don't matter. Some of y'all are probably wondering who you should play at low elo. Hunters that have a big impact on the match and the results. My first place spot goes to Sentinel. The shield is just so busted, you can take so much damage with it and it just replenishes. His suppressing shot does a ton of damage and stuns people so you can blast them all around the floor. And his barrel slam is great for when people come too close for comfort. My second spot goes to Amara Vex. Amara Vex is just so solid. She has a great blaster, has the ability to scope in for long range fights. You don't need to aim a rocket, and her ultimate is just an OP version of aimbot. My third place spot goes to Skora. Skora is great at healing teammates and does a fair amount of damage. She can give teammates 150 burner health quite often, and her ultimate heals teammates and locks down a site so enemies can't come in. My bonus spot goes to Graz. Graz is a solid character, but he lacks the range for some maps. In a lot of situations he can shine, especially in a 1v1 or close range, but with limited range people can easily avoid you. Now of course all of this is my opinion, I'm not saying other characters are bad, I'm just stating what I found to have a bigger impact in a variety of situations. My final tip for you guys is try not to get tilted. If you ever feel like you're getting tilted, just take a small break, drink some water, and try again. Remember to have fun out there. This is just a game after all. That's all for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If I forgot anything, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.